Yes, I'm sure.
Let me try to. Oh, really? Well, that's cool. Either way, I'm not gonna watch it. Somebody killed someone else.
Okay,
Somebody killed someone.
guys, we are
Some guy killed someone else.
live.
Why? So horrible.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm just gonna go. I'm not checking nothing. I'm just going straight to it. We are continuing on. Whoops.
You know, the only reason why I wanted to watch this as a movie at first, I would have watched it if it was a movie, but I don't want to watch it now. The only reason why I wanted to watch it as a movie at first was because the ad was like all the ways people die in this show, and I was like, that sounds kind of cool. You don't like it because it's a famous story.
Hold on. What is going on here? Did I do this on the wrong layer? Of course I did it on the wrong layer. Whoops. Of course I did it on the wrong layer.
More of an impression. Show the image of what I'm working with from again. So here we go. We're gonna go. Surprise. Here we go. Some purple here. So I need to blend some of these purples.
Oh. He didn't do our little breathe. There we go. We got our greening going on. We'll just keep this over here just in case. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
You know what? These pastels are almost like unusable for this. I have to press so hard in order to get them to show.
Oh boy. Man, we are tired.
So I have a big painting that I'm going to be commissioned for. Not now. You know, this is a client that's going to want me to do a project in a couple of months from now. So I'm preparing for that because, you know, for them they want some realism. It doesn't have to be total realism. You know, there are people, but you know, it's for a special thing. So I'm preparing and going back to working with some more. I'm gonna spend some more time with semi-realism over these next few streams. I guess for the whole couple of months, I'm gonna be working with a variety of like realism and semi-realism. But yeah, this is a client that has hired me to do a painting in the past. And again, there are people. So you know, they like to see a little bit of the artist's take on whatever it is that they're painting. But at the same time, you know, there are some they don't want it to be fine art. They do want it to be representative, but it doesn't have to be like overly. You know, they're not expecting 100 hours of oil painting for the project, which is nice. I probably wouldn't take a client that was expecting, you know, over 100 hours, because that's just not what I do. But fortunately, Yeah, I got very lucky with these clients. They are like the most ideal, art-loving clients you could probably ever meet.
Which is sad.
And I was so lucky that they actually found me. So pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm preparing for that by doing some more pieces that have a bit of realism in it. But again, not going for total immersive photography painting. So still keeping pretty like loose and expressive with these pieces, but I do want to continue focusing on the capturing the design of things.
Which is sad.
So, will I live stream it? No, I can't live stream their painting. I can't live stream their painting. I could live stream, yeah, I can't live stream their painting. I might be able to, but it's a bit of a personal painting, so I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I haven't made an agreement with them to do it as a live stream, so we'll see. But I will be able to share it on my social. I just won't be able to live stream. But like I've mentioned before, you know, like I found some amazing clients just because I'm out painting and meeting in person. It is so helpful to just be out and about. As an artist. Yeah, you okay? You done watching TV? No. I just seemed like you were getting ready for bed or something. It's a cat painting. No, it's not a cat painting. This upcoming one is not a cat painting. I have not totally ventured into cat paintings yet. But you know what? I'm actually enjoying how this is coming along. I like that it's like that it's got this variety of colors surrounding it. I like the idea that I could just like paint straight over it. Yeah, I have some fixative. Actually, do you know if the fixative will work if it's on top of an oil painting? Like if I do this and then do the oil painting on top and then do the fixative, well, do you think that will help to reduce some of the negative effect of what you were saying earlier? Do you think that will, or is that something I should just test out for myself? do love oil pastel though for all the variety of color that I can. The oil's polymerized for the most part. Let's do this. Specific oil pastel for very not giving me what I want. Let's use a backhand for this, or the underhand. You know what we can also try is we can try the scraping method. Let's do some scrapage. Maybe we'll do this whole thing with just oil pastels. But here we go. We're gonna go. I was gonna say it's gonna take a long time, but should I not do it just because it's gonna take a long time? I don't know. I don't think that's a good reason not to do something. Actually creates like a nice texture. I like that texture. This actually creates a very interesting texture.
Story Grub Club. Oh man, I'm already watching. Damn it. Everybody's going live at the same time now. Come Sunday, nobody will be live streaming. I better not stop singing songs or I'll get copyright. Get a copyright strike. Oh boy. Alright guys, hold on a second. Old dog gotta go outside. Old diggity dog has to go outside. So I will be right back.
Am I turning into a mixed media artist now yet? Well, like, am I turning into one? I don't think so. I think I already am, huh? When did you say that? When did you say that? Would you agree? Can I just say that now? Yes, I am a multimedia artist, mixed media artist. Let's start using this green here. Mixed media, multimedia. Eventually, I'm just gonna move into AI totally, and it would just be like, yes, AI art. Just kidding. I have considered using AI art for the purpose of coming up with something to paint and just paint the AI art, but I feel like that's totally pointless, and I'll never do. I don't want to say never. Never say never. There's always a possibility, especially if it's on your mind. If it exists on your mind, it is a possibility. But as far as I'd like to say right now, I'm not going to ever use AI for this brand. Because I'm creative, I plan to ever use AI. But you know what? I might start some other brand where I'm like, I just want to make a bunch of t-shirts for a different brand. I don't know. It's really tempting to use AI. There's so much opportunity. Like, I see people using AI. They're not profiting off the AI directly, but what they're doing is they're literally just they're using AI to drive traffic to whatever it is that they're doing, and with that traffic, they use to go to like some AI newsletter or some other platform. version of red here. This is too bright of a pink. I want like a deadened red. This might be good. This is a vermilion? No, vermilion's really too bright. This is red. And then this is like a pastel red, right? This is, what red is this? This is a brown. Looks like red, doesn't it? Alright, let's just go with red. Yeah. Let's go with the red and we're gonna get in the color. I don't know if it's probably not gonna be dead in the color. Alright, we're gonna scrape this off and lay it down. Scrape it off and lay it down.
Hey, Sato, get out of there. Quit eating that stuff, you naughty cat. God, you guys just ate up my plant. Yeah, you guys, all 5 of you guys, attack that plant. Yep, they got in here earlier today. They ate the hell out of my plant. Okay. Let's keep rolling. Rolling. Keep these doggies rolling.
And you know what? So this is a decision I've made is, I know the right way to like use oil pastels is like almost as another form of oil painting and to like blend the colors in some way. But I really like the idea of just working with like oil pastels as they are, allowing their texture to just be as they are. So, I'm not working with these oil pastels in the way that you might see on like, on a Instagram reel. They might like blend it. But I really want the oil pastels to kind of just to work their magic, just to allow the textures. Because if I wanted something really smooth and nice and creamy, I have oil paints. I would just use oil paints.
Dude,
but
where are you at? Hey, where did you go? You're gonna get the boot. Come here, get up here. You want your bed? You want your bed up here? Here, I'll put your bed up here. Don't go messing with me. Here's your bed. There's your bed right there. Come on, your bed's right there. Go on. Nobody wants to see your butt. Your behind. You cat butt. Lay down right here. Lay down right there, bud. Hi. What's that, buddy? Yes, Sato. Lay down right here. Come on, lay down.
which city?
Hi.
City is that from?
Hi, Sato. Here, we'll put you on the cat cam. It's the cat cam. It's Mr. Sato and the cat cam. Cat cam. He wants his ear scratched again. I'm scratching his ear. He loves ear scratching.
But also interesting. Let's see. Let's go in with a green. So I was listening, and I'm not comparing myself to Cezanne, right? I'm not saying that this is any way, you know, an interpretation of one of the greatest, probably arguably the greatest painter who ever lived. I'm not saying that I'm interpreting his words right to use for my own benefit. But I was listening to an Audible book about him today called Montmartre. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that city right, but it's a really famous city that became like the art center for many artists outside of Paris, because Paris was like so unaffordable. It wasn't like bohemian enough at the time, and whatever. So what they said about Cézanne, I don't actually know his first name. Alexa, what is Cézanne's first name? Cézanne. Paul Cézanne? I said
Paul. Peter, Paul, and Mary.
no. Alexa, what is the artist Cézanne's first name? I think it's Paul.
Paul Cézanne.
Okay, Alexa off. Yeah, I thought.
Cézanne. Cézanne. Mr. Cézanne.
But anyway, what they were saying was that Paul Cézanne would leave many parts of a painting unfinished, and that was supposedly his way of communicating with the viewer to some extent, right? To allow the viewer, it's like a communication, to allow the viewer to, you know, to communicate, to like figure it out, to be like part of that creative process. Now, again, I do want to say that his work is brilliant. He's considered one of the artists of all time, and you know, I'm probably misinterpreting his words with a painting like this. But he said what he said. That's what he taught to one of his pupils. And you know, when it comes to like art, this is just my personal learning philosophy, you know. I'm not the type of artist that's like, oh, I have to study their greatest works and do master copies. That's not the type of learning that I like to do. You know, I like to learn the overarching philosophy of various artists and then develop a style that I can develop a style from that stuff. And that's where I feel I'm able to take something away. Like, what do I want my communication with the final viewer to be? That's a question that I'm asking myself, as far as how I've interpreted Paul Cézanne's words that I heard today. So, you know, to each their own. Everybody's got their own way of interpreting things.
Hi. What are you doing, Zah?
And you know what?
TT.
Like, to what extent you're painting reflection in the water with force? Sound like Bob Ross, dude.
Come on, dude, move.
So the other question is, you know, to what extent
Dude, get in your bed, because I'm trying to...
you decide that a painting is left unfinished for the sake of communication versus a painting that is not finished because you heard something that a successful artist said and you just didn't even bother to like really think on what it means, and you're just being lazy by leaving your painting unfinished. I don't know. I don't have that. But definitely something to think on, right? Isn't it nice to think on artists' words? Cat, I think this show's like comedy, huh? Hilarious. Try to kill his husband's cat. Oh. That's why he tried to kill the cat? ladder for sure. The ladder, what? Oh, the ladder is being lazy and not filling in space. Yeah, well, you know what? However the interpretation is,
it's always the latter. Then they BS their way into saying, I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Oh wait, I should be doing a Pee-wee voice.
so here we go. I'm going to pull out a green here.
Pee-wee Herman voice.
Much lighter green.
I don't have a Pee-wee Herman voice.
Use light green underneath.
Can't do it. Don't have it. Only the wonderful, masterful Paul Rubens
And here we go. Let's mix in
can
some
do
orange here.
the true Pee-wee. There's always going to be imitators, and the haters, and the faders, and the waiters, and the gators, and the taters,
That in. Let's give
the
this
maters, the paters,
glow. We're mixing in some of the orange.
the
Capture
jaders.
like a nice different kind of red.
Okay, we're slowly getting this color in there. The scribbly dibblies.
And you know what? I like this where it's at. I want to take a photo. And I almost feel like I can call this complete.
Whoops.
If this painting annoys somebody because of how incomplete it is, then I've done my job of being an artist. But maybe not done my job of being an incredible technical painter. Stepping away from for a moment. It's all different.
We shall do it on the morrow.
Daughter? Cool. Excuse me. All right, let's see. Let's go in. I really like these where it's at. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I guess I do know what to say. This piece where it's at. I like it. Apple, got some grapes there. Let's add green apple right there. Red apple. Alright, well I did say I wanted to experiment and push the envelope with oil painting, you know, pushing the envelopes to the greatest extent. Furthest level. That's what we do. Artists, we push the boundaries. And I'm going to put my oil pastels away and we're going to do some oil painting. Let's do some oil painting. Let's see. Let's see, what color should I bring in? Definitely some green. Some greens. I'm gonna use this lime green, or this cad green. This is a cadmium green? Oh, look at this. This is a cad green. I don't realize a cad green is this bright. But it's a Series 3, that's why. So Series 3. Series 3 cad green, which means it's an expensive. Series 3 is expensive. And then I'm going to throw down some Viridian Hue. This is permanent green light, that works. Permanent green light.
Sato, what's up, buddy? Are you gonna go nappy nap? You gonna take a nappy nap, buddy? You gonna take a nappity nap. Nappity nap.
So as far as the oil pastels, I used 3 main oil pastels. I used these oil pastels. Paul Rubens. I use this brand, the Craypaw brand, and I only use 1 or 2 of these, the Sennelier ones, because I don't really feel like it's necessary for this paint. Instead, take a coffee break. Coffee break right now. All right, we got our greens. Find our add yellow. There's our cadmium yellow here. I use a lot of yellows and greens. Yellow, green. And let's focus on these colors for now. Yellow, green, and then an ochre. Yellow, ochre. are Lucas. Actually, you know what? I have ochres that I have here that are open. These ones that are alright. Organization. So I'm gonna try to keep my palette pretty limited.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next doogies, the doogers.
And then
Make a new layer.
nice.
Do 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 do
Rose,
do.
Alizarin Crimson. I don't know what color this is. I really like the way Georgian works, but I don't like the tubes because they don't tell you what colors in them. So this looks somewhat like my burnt sienna, so I'm gonna lay that down. Yeah, that's a burnt sienna. Nellier all the way. Nellier is amazing, yeah. But I also, you know, I don't like to use all the same materials. I think it's nice to have a variety of materials because with the oil pastels, they are. Maybe it might be alizarin crimson. No, it's probably burnt sienna. That's close enough. But you know, I like to have the variety of oil pastels because it helps me to, you know, all pastels are made differently, so it helps me to like build. Oil pastels helps me to build layers. Where the really rough ones I leave on the bottom, the ones that are hard, and then the softer ones I allowed myself to like build them on top. We're gonna use up some of our white here. 1980. Let's just start with this white here. I'm just gonna go right into here. We're just gonna get started here. So. Lip here. And, you know, it is. I think this does help to allow the colors to like start to blend and stuff. So as I use these oils, these colors are gonna figure themselves out and just.
All right, guys. It is almost 10:30. It's like 20 after 10. I'm probably gonna stop this at 10:30 and then do a quick gaming session. And then tomorrow I'll be back on. I don't work till 3 p.m. So if I can get up early enough, if I don't stay up too late, I could possibly do a decent stream. But if I get up late, it'll probably be like an hour or two stream. And we'll be working on this still.
All the way. Yes. All right. Let's go.
You can watch me play some Dark Sun. Get my butt whooped. We're out in the. We made it outside the city of Daraj, and we're gonna talk to people working the fields and maybe whoop up on some
pure
guards.
colors rather than going for
Maybe some monsters. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't played this game before. It's my first playthrough.
Flat oil.
So
rather than mixing colors or trying too hard to mix colors. Let's just see what we can discover as we start to build this painting up. You know what? I do need a blue for shadow. I do need some blue for shadow. So I'm gonna grab a ultramarine blue. We're gonna use this for some of our shadows. And here we go. So let's see, I like this yellow. Let's go right into here too. And I was just reading today how they were talking about how some of the issues that a lot of the Impressionist painters came up to when they were developing paint tubes in like the early 1800s, and how, you know, some of them liked a waxy texture, like they would actually put wax in it to create a certain texture. And interesting that you mentioned this idea of wax in the oil painting, why it won't work together, because some Impressionists actually like the idea of wax being in their artwork, because it helped to create like a level of dimension within their pieces, a level of texture. Let's just grab a little bit of blue. I want to grab a big chunk of white. Nice chunk of white. Just to pull aside so we can mix colors with it. Let me add a white there. And then we're going to add another white here in the blue area. And then we're just going to keep some of this brush here. I'm just going to leave some more down there. I'm just going to grab a little bit of this blue. And then use this to build up our shadows. We're getting a nice texture. I get cold wax to add to the paint. Yeah, so I actually have seen that in the stores. I just never decided to buy it, but now that you're mentioning the whole waxy thing with the oil and why this won't go together, you know, it just makes me think like, oh, well, you know what? This is actually gonna work out, because if the Impressionists did it, it must be right? It must be brilliant if the Impressionists did it. It must be worth copying. But, you know, at the same time, which I'm sure you're probably thinking, is the Impressionists made a lot of mistakes with their paintings. Classical artists didn't have the same technology that we have today. And, you know, I imagine you're thinking that only because, you know your materials. And historically, materials have typically been pretty bad. You know, using like animal blood or dried up leaves to do paintings. Like, you know, imagine all the things that had to happen in order for for art to be made back in the day, you know, it wasn't easy to make art back in the day compared to today. You know, it wasn't easy to just set up outside. You know, you had to make your own supplies, you had to do all these things before you can even get started, and it was just not convenient. But speaking of the wax, I really do like how this is coming together.
Dude, come on, man. You're all over the place.
Right? It has a look. Let's use the shadow color. I'm gonna mix it with some of this red to darken it.
Dude, what is going on, Zaddy? Mr. Snotbody? Come here. Let me see your face, you snot monster. Chillax, because you're not getting those plants. You're in trouble. He's trouble and crazy.
Another brim right here.
Don't mess with
me.
me. Don't mess with me, brah.
And this is
Don't mess with me, brah. You gonna go back there? No, don't be trying to climb. Dude, no. You're out. You're out. Because you're not going up there to chew on plants. Nope. Let's go. Bye-bye.
Yeah, conservation, that is a whole separate subject, right? How do we preserve our work? And at this point, let me see, I got this bit right here. Decision of where I'm putting these shadows here. A little gap every one of these little sections. Let's add a bit more green into these areas here. But you know what, like I think every artist at some level, you know, wants their painting to be preserved forever, right? Like we all want to. It would be cool for all of us to have our paintings, you know, survive for the next 500, 600 years, right? 700 years. We all want to be Leonardo da Vinci. Isn't that true? Doesn't everybody in the world want to be like Leonardo da Vinci? Just kidding. Kat, why are you frustrated? Uh-oh. You're shedding. Eve Hess was never concerned with preservation. Well, that's awesome. Paint without concern. That is freedom right there. Painting without the pressure of conservation aspect of your art. True artist. Banksy. I was listening to this interview with Mike Tyson. He was getting interviewed by this really young person. I think they're like 14 years old or something. And they asked him, so Mike, how do you feel about your legacy as far as this fight with Logan Paul goes? And he's like, you know what, I don't care about the ego, you know, I don't care about legacy. What's legacy? We're all gonna die anyway. It's all gonna be dust. That's it, just dust. And it's just hilarious because, you know, nobody else would say that to a, no one else would say something so nihilistic to a young interviewer who's 14 years old, expecting some like brilliant words to come out of Mike Tyson's mouth. But only Mike Tyson would say something so true and profound without holding back. We're all just dust. Forget about the ego. We're all just dust. We're all just die. But it doesn't mean we can't choose to live a good life. It doesn't mean that we can't choose to make the most of the time that we do have. So, it would have been nice if, like, you know, Mike Tyson tried to, like, clarify that to at least not make it sound so bad, right? But anyway, that's just my take on it. What does everybody else think about Mike Tyson? How do we feel about Mike Tyson? Let's talk about Mike Tyson. One of the greatest fighters who's ever lived. Arguably the greatest fighter who's ever lived, except for maybe, you know, what's his name? Muhammad Ali. I mean, I think Mike Tyson's a better, you know, stronger fighter than Muhammad Ali. But of course, they are both fighters that totally respect each other and all that jazz. They respect each other. I've even seen an interview with Mike Tyson being like, you know, Muhammad Ali is the greatest fighter alive. Just out of respect, like. So there's that. So here, I'm just trying to find the colors that I added earlier. Trying to find certain areas of color. Certain color zones to start to add some of these darker shades. You know, I'm going to grab some blue. Lay it down right here. And then grab some ochre. Mix with this blue to get like a purple. I'm going to use this as a shadow. Again, so we're going to go here. Might be a while before one becomes dust. Yeah, you know what would have been cool is if, like, that kid actually, like, really dove into that answer with Mike Tyson. Was like, huh, you know, but what do you think about this lifetime? What do you think about what we can possibly do? You know, should we totally live this life with this perspective that we're just gonna die? Or how do you feel about that, Mike Tyson? What would you feel? You know, do you think I should just quit now on my, and I'm speaking in the position, in the first person of if I was that child that was interviewing Mike Tyson, and I heard this totally nihilistic, life is pointless point of view, and I heard that.
All right, so we got that one done. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more of that color. All right, so what are we doing? So we're done with that. I'm gonna end this stream. Thanks guys for coming through and hanging out for a bit with me while I work on the illustrations. So I'm going to end this, and I'll be back with a gaming stream for
What it means that we're all
maybe an hour. We'll see. All right, guys. Till next time.
just not
Bye for now.